a small ball peen hammer. Hey, Go Roper, man, you still working that ball over here? It sounds good. You got a hammer coming out here. I just now started a video gate to break it.
Copy that. Yeah, you're close enough. George, you want to go down there to the plant and look at them things up close. They're impressive. Pretty impressive, the way you build it.
10-4. Yeah, so I'm going to go revisit the quad idea. Maybe later this year. I'll build a little 3 or 4 element again, and put it up on its own tower and test it out. And I'll put that up there while I'm building my new antennas. The new antennas that I got planned out here so far are going to be pretty wicked. They're not going to be folded dipole or closed element, or they're not going to be quads, but they're going to be stacked long 8-element Yagis are breaking. So on their own tower. I'm going to leave this one where it is. But I got another, once I get the dirt work done and get the dirt compacted and the tower put in, then I'll put up the big antenna to break.
You're going to stack a pair of 8s? Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah, side-by-side pair of 8s, horizontally polarized, side-by-side, on a hazer, on a tower. And, isolated from, completely separate from this antenna.
Snipers. Well, if you key up 3 watts, I'll talk around the world.
Maybe. And this time I'm going to have a rotor. When I did the big antenna, when I did that 117-foot long 16-element, I didn't have a rotor on it. So I would, I had to go out there and I had to pull the rope. And it was only like I don't know if it was 18 or 24 degree wide pattern. It was really narrow. So the 3 dB down point dropped off pretty quick. And you had to be pointed where you were talking, and so I was getting way too much exercise. But this next time around, I'm going to put a rotor. And with the rotor on it, I'll be able to get it where I want it to go. And what I'm going to do on that one is I have a differential from a car. So I'm going to use the differential. I'll put my small homemade rotor device into the differential, and then the differential will actually turn the antenna. So it'll take a little longer. The motor's not going to spin any faster, so it's going to be a little bit more time to move the antenna, but it'll be a lot more gradual, and it'll be super strong. So I think that'll be how I do the stacked, the phased 8-element flats or break.
Open it up and let people have a shot at it. You come in real strong. I know you say you're running low key, but you've been hanging in there. Locals say you've been hanging in like a iron of biscuit. 781 Texas looking for you.
Well, yeah, I'm just, I'm not even running enough to make a meter flicker. I can see my SWR ever so slightly flicker, and but I can't. And I have on the big box, the smallest slug I was able to get at the time that I got the slug anyway, without having anything custom made, was a 250 watt slug. So, I'm sorry, a 500 watt slug. And under normal operation, if I bumped it up right now, I would be pegging that out pretty close to the top. I've got the alarm set at 400, and if I key down for just a half a second, it'll flicker 400. So I turned it all the way down to where I don't see anything flickering on the SWR meter at all. So my carrier's down probably at about 100. I'm going to guess if I'm lucky, even my driver's not showing anything. My driver's not showing anything. Yeah, nothing's showing anything. So yeah, I'm just, I just know it's turned on, but it's not really working. I got everything turned way low. Anyway, hey, Go Roper, take care, 7-3. Have a good day. We'll catch you later on. Your West Coast Beast, dropping a hammer. Got down right there, breaker.
You're sounding top shelf even when you're running low like you say. on top shelf over here in Arkansas. I'm going to back up. You have a fine day. 3911, bottom side.
410, doing a real good job out of Arkansas, as always. 3911, heard you up in there, too. And Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer. Got down, breaker. I heard somebody saying good morning time, Motormouth Mall, somebody with the morning wave. I didn't get the 28, though. Bring that back one more time to break.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, it's Magic around the Great Lakes. Hello, Motormouth Mall, Magic around the Great Lakes with the morning wave.
Magic around the Great Lakes. I got you up in there, big old morning wave your way. Hey, magic around the Great Lakes. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen mall. Looking your way there, breaker.
Magic round Grand Rapids, Michigan. Put it on you later. Magic outside these lakes. I'm gone now.
Tender Magic. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to look around my neck of the woods one time and spike the mic. It's been a long time. Hey, Magic around the Great Lakes. Well, you got that mall down coming out of Grand Rapids. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer. Looking your way. I got the rotors down. The coax has I got a high SWR. The rotor's broken. The antenna's turned down from, with the ropes, pointed due east. And my driver's down. I couldn't be any lower in power right now. Hello to you one more time. Magic Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer. Got down right there. Breaker.
Good morning time over there in Motormouth Mall. I have another neighbor.
Hey, Mountain.
Good morning, 1137. Well, you definitely got enough Mother Nature to get to my bad SWR antenna. Hey, you smoking over here, 1137. Good morning, Tom. Yeah, I had some rain. I started out with a bad driver. Then I went to, I started out, I think, before with the rotor not working. So I had it roped up. Then the driver went down. Then we had some rain. And now we got some high SWR over here, so I ain't pumped up. I can't turn nothing on. So I'm just out here loafing along. 1137, Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer. Just working some Mother Nature to break.
Roger, I'm working some Mother Nature. Well, it's definitely working for you.
Mother Nature doing the same thing she did yesterday.
Little radio to drive them 4 finals, so. Still in mud duck mode over here.
410. Yeah, normally when everything is all turned up over here, I can see about 40 or 50 watts of carrier on the 250B box. And on 28, I can see about, a lot more than that on carrier on the meter. But now I got nothing on the meter, on either meter. I got nothing on either one. So that tells you something. I got a 100 watt scale that normally reads 40, that's reading 0, and I got a 25,000 watt scale that normally reads a third of the way up or so, and it's reading 0. And it's pretty bad over here.
Roger. I'm keying just shy of 50 and barely making it to 100.
Roger, well, you're doing a good job keying shy of 50 and barely making it to 100. I happen to record that. Check it out.
Roger. I'm keying just shy of 50 and barely making it to 100.
There you go. Yeah, it's a good day for low power, I think. Once the big boys come out, then I'll have to shut this thing down and go find something else to do to break.
How about that Motormouth? They heard Motormouth Mall in there, man. I tell you what, I don't think it matters what kind of station you got in this junk. Hey, Motormouth Mall, Nail Driver, can I get in your radio?
Yes, Nail Driver, good morning. Well, you're back out the way. I'm going to get out the way, too. I got to say good morning to Nail Driver, too. I heard Nail Driver roll up in there with that great big audio. Hey, Nail Driver, good morning. And by the way, 1137, are you running a video gate now with me on low power to break or no?
You sound like me. I got so much going on, I don't know which way to turn no more. The older you get, the less you get done, breaker.
410 on that. Yeah, it's pretty funny how that works. Hey, 1137, are you running a video gate?
I think Nail Driver stomped on me, but...
I heard you in there, Mountain Man.
You are? Okay, good deal. Yeah, Nail Driver come up in there with a big old hammer, and he says, he's the one up in there with a great big old maul. Good morning out there, 1137. Good morning, Nail Driver. And I know the rest of California is going to wake up here real soon, so I ain't going to be able to stay too long to break.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. She's on something. It some bad stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to share
act together. Maybe sometime in the future, no doubt. Hey, take care out there, Mountain Man.
I think Nail Driver just went to Mountain Man. I think Mountain Man's got some conditions up there around Washington. Long Beach, Long Beach, Washington to break.
Hello over there.
Hello.
Hello, Motormouth Mall. Hello out there, Motormouth Mall. I don't know if I've got enough radio to get to you today, but River Rat over here in Missouri waving a hand.
Well, River Rat, you got all kinds of radio coming up in here, no pain, no strain. Hey, River Rat around Missouri, Motormouth Mall with a wave right back at you to break.
And boy, appreciate you getting back to me out there, Motormouth Mall. You're sounding good down here in Missouri. I went ahead and turned my antenna your way to try to help me out a little bit. Hope you're doing well out there, Motormouth Mall. Get back on the side and listen, and you're doing a fine job.
Well, you turned your antenna. I got you all up in here. Let me give you a little excerpt of what you're doing over here. Check it out.
Appreciate you getting back to me out there, Motormouth Mall. You're sounding good down here in Missouri. I went ahead and turned my antenna your way to try to help me out a little bit. Hope you're doing well out there, Motormouth Mall. Get back on the side and listen, and you're doing a fine job.
There you go. That's what you're doing over here, too. You got that mall down to breaker.
Hey, I appreciate that, Motormouth Mall sound. It didn't sound too bad for a little old Missouri radio station. Hey, Rat in Missouri standing back.
Airport didn't know. Sounded really good. Ain't no doubt about that. I think you got it dialed in. The audio sounds good. The carrier's up where it should be, and you walking and talking and rocking and rolling there, break. Hey, River Rat, have a good day. Break.
I'm looking right through River Rat's house at the moment. I can actually hear him over here.
Hey, 1137 says he can hear you. Hey, River Rat, he's looking right over your house, and 1137 can hear you to break.
10-4, 1130. Oh, the big old red bus is cruising.
They got big old red bus up in there cruising, too. Big old red bus is cruising. I hear you, I do, the red bus.
Hello, Motormouth Mall. How you doing? Hope you're doing well, no doubt about it. Motormouth Mall, your friend, big red bus around Kentucky, just cruising right along.
Oh, I'm doing good there, red bus. My coax is a little unhappy. We had some weather over here, so my coax is full of water, or something somewhere is wet. Anyway, I got some SWR issues over here, so got to take care of that later on, or wait for it to dry out, or whatever the case may be. So I can't run anything serious over here. So aside from that, everything else is all well and swell. Red bus, big red bus, Motormouth Mall cruising. They got down.
Alright, Motormouth Mall, yeah, we have a Super 5 one there. Be careful, be safe. That big red bus is cruising on. We see.
410, you too. Catch you later on. I'm out reading on the mail. Breaker.
Yeah, Motormouth Mall. How about it, John? How about it, Motormouth Mall? My friend John, 100 Polecat, Kentucky Wave.
Hey, Polecat, you got that mall down coming out of Kentucky. Hey, Polecat, good to hear you up in there. 100 out of Kentucky, Motormouth Mall, looking your way to break.
I appreciate that. You done fired yourself real good here in Kentucky, doing your thing. We trying to get it back.
Appreciate that there, Polecat. No pain, no no strain on your end either. You're making the trip over here in fine fashion. Appreciate you rolling up in there with all that audio. A Polecat Motormouth Mall with the wave. Right there while I'm working on this cup of coffee.
One for me there. Take care. 100 Polecat in the bluegrass, and we back out of your way.
And I'll see you take care of 100 Polecat in the bluegrass. Motormouth Mall stepping, and I'm out.
Hey, Motormouth. Yes, it may be, you ever notice this CB stuff, you have problems in you have problems like in one time, seems like everything wants to mess up. And then, it's sort of like when your appliances break down up in the house. You have one appliance break, and then you got 3 more in a row.
That's how it seems to work. Ain't no doubt about that. Yeah, one thing goes down, then something else goes down, and the next thing you know, the whole thing is all in shambles. That's how this is, you know. It started off with my rotor. Doggone the lightning strike that took out my coax. Wiped out my rotor controller, I guess. So anyway, I bought a new rotor controller, but I never programmed it. So mainly because I didn't want to deal with Chinglish. You know, the manual for the one that I got was written in Chinglish. So I got to program it. So I got the antenna tied down with ropes. And then the driver went belly up, which isn't a big deal, but I haven't looked at it yet. I know what it is. I just haven't fixed it. And then we got the rain, and now the coax has got water in it. So I got, when it rains, it pours. If it ain't one thing, it's another. And that's how it works, the rig.
Yeah, my B driver went down, and I just been running a little old bitty driver for about 6 months or longer, yeah. Antenna got broke by the ice storm. And, you know, it's always something. Every time you turn around. And all my buddies, he's the same way. Oh, 8 Ball, he got everything broke down. I loaned him a power supply. His power supply took a dump. Man, electronics, I guess if you talk on as much as we do, though, Motormouth Mall, you know, a lot of people key them up once a week or once a month, and we out here hammering on them every day, you know. Kind of makes a lot of difference to them, though.
Oh, yeah. Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, it's the nature of the hobby. It's the nature of the beast. You know, you got to keep on top of it. And, you know, it's like anything, you know, when you use it daily and it's up 24/7 and it's in the weather 24/7 and everything is all happening all the time, you know, maintenance and routine, you know, stuff and repair work is par for the course.
Yeah, that's true thing, too. Man, I swear, it's always something. Always something. And I ain't much on P.O. boxes. Just never been a fan. I guess they're all right in a truck, you know, but I ain't care for them in a house. I can use one still, but it's the only one that ever stayed together. It's got to be a good one. You know, the cheapest little old bitty amplifier. I bought that thing brand new. I used to sell them back in the 90s. A little Palomar 450V. Got them 1446s in it. I don't think I can blow that thing up. It's like that gum Energizer Bunny. I've had that thing since 1994, and I've hammered it every day, Timbo.
Knock on wood somewhere. If it's still working, that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm not really much of one for a pillbox on the base either. I used one a while back before I got the 250B. I used one for a pre-driver because it was broadbanded and it got the power up where it needed to be, and it was okay. It was a Messenger M500? Yeah, Messenger M500, I believe is what it is. Anyway, but I never really been a proponent of pills. In the Mobile, they're good, you know, and I'd probably rather have pills in the Mobile than a tube. I'm not really competitive in the Mobile like some of the shootout guys, you know, they make a lot of power out of them. But that's not my thing, I guess. And, but yeah, everything requires maintenance. Everything requires tuning and upgrading and repair work and all that every now and again. And, you know, for me, the tubes are just easier. and it make more sense in the base. But anyway, now it's kind of stupid to do what I'm doing because I got the filaments. I got the filaments lit up on this big thing, and I ain't even making the meter move to break. I just turned my carrier down and turned the audio down to the point where I could talk on it, and now none of the meters are moving. But I'm still turning on that big old filament they're breaking.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, that worked. How high was your antenna before you brought it down to work on it? How high you got?
Oh, it was at 55 feet when the lightning hit. It was at 55 feet the whole time. I haven't had my antenna up higher than that in a long, long time. When I was doing the experimentations about antenna height and takeoff angle, it would go up to 75, and I had it up there for quite a while, but then I rolled it down to 55, and I left it there, and then I had the lightning strike, and then when I cut the coax off, get rid of the bad part that was in the fire and had the hole in it and all that, that left me with just enough coax to stay at 55 feet. So now I can come down, but I can't go up your break. I'm stuck, but that's okay. 55 seems to be doing pretty good for me.
I had mine at 52, and it seemed like it worked a lot better at 52 than anywhere else. So that's the reason I asked. I think 50 to 55 is a good height there. I like mine. That was back last year when I had this 5 of them up. I had it at 52 then, and I got it down now at 42 now. But I think it liked it a lot better at 52. Now, I ain't went higher at this location, but I don't care about going higher than 52 anyway. But I really wanted to put that 7 up there at 52 because I know it probably made a lot of difference. Sometimes you go high with big antennas, it's not as good. Sometimes they better at lower heights, but I wanted to try it, but I never did for the ice storm come through.
Yeah, I turned for it. Well, the antenna, the pattern, the capacitive coupling to the earth, the whole 9 yards makes a difference, and so some antennas work better at one height than another. A bigger antenna probably has to be up a tad bit higher to notice its, performance. If a 7 element on I don't know, say 50 feet is working good at 52. What's that? Big old plane coming through here. No, helicopter. Oh, crop duster. Okay, crop duster, helicopter. Anyway. Yeah, you get a big old long antenna, it might want to be up there at 65 feet or 60 feet. So, shut that off. Anyway, yeah. Oh, what you got now is working really, really good. And like I said, I've been really happy with this antenna at 55 feet. Even though I know full good and well that going up and down with the antenna would change the takeoff angle, and it might be better at some times than others to some stations versus others. But right now, my antenna will go down, but it won't go back up electrically. My little box that I made here, something happened to the switch box. Oh, that's another thing I guess I got to fix. The switch box won't let the antenna go up. The motor turns going counterclockwise, but it won't turn clockwise. So I got to figure out what's going on with the wiring. The motor's good, it just won't go the other way, so a switch has gone belly up somewhere in there. A relay or a switch or a wire come loose or something like that. So anyway, yeah, like you say, all kinds of things. When things stop working, they're breaking.
Well, yeah, during all that storm and stuff, my rotor stripped the main gear out. I had to replace it. Luckily, I was walking out through the junk pile, found one laying on the ground, took it in the shop and cleaned it up and stuck it in there. It went to work, and I ain't figured out yet how that thing just appeared on the ground out there. But I guess it get lower than it knew I needed another gear. But it worked, and I put it in there. But I'm finna build me something that's durable that I'll never have to worry about a rotor again. I'm tired of rotors. They just, they are what they are. They're expensive, and when you get a real big one to turn a big antenna, and then you still liable to have problems. So I'd rather build something out of a gearbox and run me an electric motor up there, 110 volt, and do it like that and never have a problem with it again.
That's what I chose to do, although instead of 110 volt, I did a three-phase, and I put a phase converter, a single-phase to three-phase converter at the base of the tower. So I run 110 volts out to the converter, and then the converter lets me have a change in direction and also a change in speed. And then I've got 3 wires that go out to the phase converter that allow me to go forward, backward, and start and stop and speed. So I've got all that on a little box in here. So I'll stick with that same technique using the 3-phase motor and all that. But on the big tower, on the new tower, I'm going to put that into a car differential. So that way I can actually have another, it'd be like 411 or, pardon me, I got a doggone frog, my 373 or 411 or 456 gear ratio up there on top of the tower. So the rotor will actually go through that first, which will give a little bit more torque, a little bit more slowing it down, and a little bit more mechanical braking. So anyway, I'm going to do that. And that'll turn the big crossbar, which will hold the 2 8-element flat sides. So it'll be super strong and should work pretty good to brake. But the next phase rotator or phase converter I'm going to get one that's made in the USA and written in English to brake.
I can control the voltage right up and down on the motor to where I want it. I'm not going to run a converter on it. I'm going to run straight 110, I think. I don't know if that caused a problem up there on the top or not, but that rotor is a good bit ways from the antenna itself, so I don't know. We'll find out if it causes a problem. I'll figure out something if it does, I guess.
Yeah, your duty cycle is going to be pretty low on the rotor, pulse on, pulse off kind of a thing. And, you'll have it geared pretty low. There won't be a lot of torque, a lot of bind on the motor. So I don't think you're going to have any problems. There might be a voltage loss a little bit. Just keep the wire gauge as big as you can get, to keep the voltage loss down. But, of course, a bigger diameter wire going up the tower, that's why I did 3-phase converter, was so I could use a smaller gauge wire going up the tower. There might be 3 of them instead of 2 of them, but there's keep the weight down a little bit. But yeah, if you put too big of a wire, of course, then you got extra weight up in there you don't need. But yeah, that'll work out really good. 110 volts will be fine. That'll get the job done. Then you'll need a control cabling going up there to do the direction control as well. To break a relay up there for direction control.
I'm just gonna leave my rotor set where it's at. I'm gonna put my gear on top of the top of the rotor on the mast pipe, and do it like that, and leave my rotor up there for my directions. I may even take my rotor box apart and stick me my controller, maybe a box just for my, controller, and just use the meter on the on the one I got up there, so I don't even have to disassemble. I got to have something to hold the mast pipe at the bottom anyway, so I just take the drive gear out of the kind of bigger rotor and just use the directioner on top of it to tell where I'm going, but I don't have one now. That thing works half the time it don't. I don't know what's going on with it. But anyway, let me get out of here, Motor Mouth Ma. I hear a bunch of them in there hollering, so we'll catch you later. Hey, 151, we're waving at you, heard you in there, and y'all have a great one on the west side. I'm going to get back on the side, and I got some stuff I need to do. I got to quit talking so much and do more work. Hey, Motor Mouth Ma, I'll catch you later, bum-bum.
Sounds good, yeah. But if you don't change the ratio between the mast and the gear, you're okay. You can do that. But on mine, I'm going to be changing that ratio. So I'll probably have the differential still turn the drum that turns the mast. So the mast will feed all the way down through the top of the tower and through the thrust bearing and down into the second thrust bearing. And then down below that, I'll put my Selson, which is what I'm using now for control. The Selson, runs on 110, and then it has 3 wires that connect 3 terminals over to the one in the studio. So when the one in the tower moves, the one in the studio moves. So I can do all that. So it doesn't matter what kind of gear ratio I come up with between the motor and the mast. It'll always be accurate. So anyway, I know you say you got things you got to go do, and I've been out here for a while. You've been out here for a while, and a bunch of other people out there are going to be dropping hammers. So I'm going to get back on the side, read the mail for a bit. Okay, one more time. Nail driver, blessings and good graces. Hope we didn't bore anybody out there with this antenna babbling they're breaking.
Yeah, same to you, Motor Mouth Ma. Actually, Mother Nature picked up, you went in the red. But ain't nobody putting what they normally put on there. Catch you later, and have a great home day, and hope you get that stuff straightened out on the L driver said. I got a lot to do, and everybody's got me doing work. They want me to fix their stuff, so I'm really getting behind. Catch you later. The L driver, the mag is gone.
Well, get busy, get it all done. You don't want people getting upset there, stuff not getting done. And I got one other project today I'm working on. I'm building a little skating weight apparatus in my barn. I cleaned out a floor space in the barn, and I got a couple weights and a couple pulleys and a harness, so I can do I can practice some footwork and some stuff like that without worrying about falling. So, I'm going to practice that here in the barn, and when I go skating, I'll be able to, maybe pull it off on the rink. So I'm making myself a weighted harness on a pulley system, so I can not fall the break. Anyway, all right, catch you later on, 7-3. Have a good day out there one more time. Nail driver, Motor Mouth Ma, working the small ball peen hammer. Got down, break.
Hey, 543, how you doing?
What's going on out there on the west side, man? Hey, Mr. Chuck. Out of Illinois. Waving 4-1.
Yeah, I thought that was you. Wasn't sure. Okay, checkpoint. Yeah, I'm trying to say hi to John. Motor Mouth, but I don't know if I had any conditions there. He had a lot of guys coming back to him. Anyway, loose wire, we'll get out of the way. We'll see you now. 70 trees. Hey, no name, you're doing a good job. Up there in Oregon State, no name, no number. Seems like it is. Anyway, no name, take care. Loose wire, we're back out.
Shimmy tree, shimmy.
Checkpoint on that west side, 100 Kentucky Wave. This morning. Take care, can we do it again? 100 Kentucky on that barefoot, 95, getting on by.
Next time. Checkpoint, 707 Tennessee, Superman waving it. How about 921? 921, you copy checkpoint. Eyes holding at 921. How about it? Checkpoint 707 Tennessee waving at you. It looks like Mother Nature's just coming in and out there for us. Well, there's 921, and I think I heard, fender bender, I think.
Well, hello, audio. Hey, hello, audio, radio, hammer and 10 trying to sneak her in.
Quit your squilling. Go to Tennessee, wave it out.
Negatory.
We got a squirrel right there. Close to the airport. A little too much RF in the room there. Hello. Got her dial back so I can turn it on up when I get my coax on.
Morning time. 305 today.
I don't expect a barefoot station's going to get out very well, but I'll figure I'd get out here one time and drop a hammer on 27025. Radio station, Motor Mouth Mall, working the small ball peen mall, stepping right there, right now, breaker.
Truck, we catch you later. 5 Alive is back on the mail.
You're 5 Alive over there in Alabama. I hear 5 Alive out there dropping that big old hammer, Motor Mouth Mall, waving them, stepping breaker.
Hump Day Wave, Motor Mall, 5 Alive, stand by.
5 Alive wave right back at you. Hey, 5 Alive, I hope you're doing a good day on this beautiful hump day. I got a quick thing. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Side of Carolina's gonna bump it down.
Yeah, that's okay. He's gonna have you 2 dozen of them down about 2 pussy tacos over there, man. There ain't no booty.
Mobile Mall, I guess coming in traffic too heavy. I come in. Hey, Mobile Mall, I guess traffic too heavy. Mobile Mall, 5 Alive is clear.
Better get on over there and get them daggone y'all say kill on them all. But that plugger say he want 2 dozen of them damn pussy tacos, that plugger. Get your family the plugger. Hey, Rice and Beer, hook up the daggone propane and stop cooking them damn pussy.
How about a daddy yard steak? How about a daddy yard steak? Double King Land of Lincoln. How about a daddy yard steak? Hey, daddy yard steak, Double King Land of Lincoln, checking his conditions, boy.
Hey, 5 Alive, I didn't go too far away. I just had a delivery. I had to take a delivery of a package over here on this end. But, hey, 5 Alive, I heard you, I did. Mother Nature ain't the best, and I'm running low power, like barefoot power. So anyway, I'm going to say hello to you, 5 Alive, radio station, Motormouth Mall, in a rare mode of low power. The rare conditions of low power. Motormouth Mall cruising. They got down right there braking.
Hey, me too. I'm black on the quiet side.
Hey, Mobile Mall, I know you're getting back to me now. It's coming in, man. Conditions just, I don't know, all kind of jacked up right now. Once again, Mobile Mall. Catch you later. 05 Alive, Alabama's ringing bell.
5 Alive, yeah, no, I'm at really low power right now. Hey, 5 Alive, I think conditions are pretty good. I got you in here pretty strong. I just don't think I can get it back to you right about now. 05 Alive, radio station, Motormouth Mall, looking around at Alabama right there right now. I got down. Welcome to a beautiful hump day and the weekend to be here before you know it. 5 Alive, radio station, Motormouth Mall, cruising. I got down right there braking.
Turn around, Motormouth Mall. Well, you got it about that time, no doubt about it, man. I heard you say you're running on low power, no sweat, no pain. You definitely got it about that time around, that's for sure. Have yourself a super hump day, and we'll put it on you later. Hey, Motormouth Mall, 5 Alive, and Alabama's back on the mail.
5 Alive, appreciate the bump down. Big old wave your way. Have a enjoyable day, and it's good to hear you out there. I wish I had things pumped up over here a little bit more, but I got we had some rain over here. My SWR is up there to the roof, kind of on the high side, so I figure I'd just turn everything way down. I cannot see a single meter. I can't see my driver meter moving. I can't see my big box meter moving. I turned everything down as low as I can turn it, and I've been talking on it. You know, ain't gonna hurt nothing like that, but probably ain't gonna be heard too well like that either. Hey, 5 Alive, Motormouth Mall, working the small ball peen mall in low power mode. I got a low power mode. I got down braking.
The back, he won't come back. Take care, y'all. 041, make sure we get there.
I know Daddy Yardstick got that hammer down over there. Motormouth Mall cruising, one fat watt at a time. I got down right there, breaker.
Hey, there y'all, 041, Lord, make sure we bye.
041, I'm going to say hello real fast around Law, Mississippi. Hey, 041, if you got any kind of a sloppy copy, I'm going to say hello to you one time and get out the middle of the road. Motormouth Mall cruising, they got down right there braking.
Popcorn around here.
She said, popcorn shit up there. Enjoy your Wednesday. We'll see you later. Hey, popcorn. 05 Alive, cleaning up.
Hey, 5 Alive, tell Popcorn I said good morning. Hey, 5 Alive, do me a big old favor and tell Popcorn I said hello and how'd he do? I got down right there, breaker.
Let me get out here, man.
Hey, Yardstick, you said tell Popcorn you said good morning, put a little butter on yours and I coming in. Hey, Yardstick, you said tell Popcorn you said good morning and put a little salt and butter on yours.
Well, let me get my knees up in the breeze. Radio station, motor mouth mall, working a small ball peen hammer, one fat watt at a time. I got down right there braking.
Hey, y'all stick, check right quick. Hey, y'all stick, check.
I thought I heard Dirty Sanchez around northwest corner, but he got a little bit rough. It really did. Old 5 Alive is back on the mail.
5 Alive, you might have heard Dirty Sanchez. He got a big old hammer down out there right now. Hey, 5 Alive, you just might have heard Dirty Sanchez up in there. Ain't no doubt about that. 5 Alive, motor mouth mall cruising. They got down braking.
Y'all stick. I drive a helicopter.
Okay, let me get them nipples out of the road there. Let me put them lights out. Calm down so well.
I don't know what this thing will do on 11. Let me get my knees up in the breeze. Motor mouth mall cruising a small ball peen hammer. One fat watt at a time. I got down brake.
Good morning, Motor Mouth. Hey, Motor Mouth, baby boy, Big Bam said, good morning, Motor Mouth. Hey, good morning, Motor Mouth. Motor Mouth, good morning. Baby boy in Alabama. Motor Mouth, baby boy in Alabama, read the mail.
Baby boy, well, you working that great big old hammer out of Alabama. You looking good, sounding good over here. Hey, baby boy, radio station, motor mouth mall waving. Good morning, Tom. Your West Coast Thunder modulated beast looking at you. Let's go, breaker. Enjoy this hump day, by the way. It's going to be all downhill from here on out. They're breaking.
You got that right. Hey, Motor Mouth, it looks like it's going to be that way from now on out, man. We're going to get some rain down here this evening, but Mother Nature showing up been real good to me the last few days, Motor Mouth. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. You enjoy your hump day, man. Go get you one of them big old chicken biscuits. Motor Mouth, baby boy in Alabama said, it's time to get some breakfast, bagel.
14 on breakfast. Oh, I have my coffee. I'm good to go. Hey, baby boy, you're going to be getting some rain. We're going to be getting some rain, too. We've been having rain the last couple of days. We got a whole lot of rain over here. We even had a tornado watch. Not that would be really happening, I don't think, but technically we had a tornado watch between here and Paso Robles, so kind of a weird thing. Anyway, but we had some good thunder and lightning last night, and we're going to get a bit of a reprieve for the daytime, and then this afternoon I think it's going to rain some more and rain again on the weekend, so we're going to be getting some rain around here. Hey, baby boy, radio station, motor mouth mall, working a small ball peen hammer. One fat watt at a time. I got down right there braking.
Man, you got that right. Hey, Big John, man, you got that right.
I'm in the base on low power. I'm in the base station, but I cannot see anything. Normally my 100-watt scale on the driver shows 40 watts, and I see nothing. Normally the big box shows a third of a scale on a 25-kilowatt slug. I see nothing. I got a whole bunch of reflected power right now. I got water in the coax. So we're in the base, but we're basically barefoot power. So I think I'll be lucky if I make it about 15 or 20 watts to break.
Okay, well, you're doing a bang-up job. I'm just curious here. Me and High Stepper were sitting here just listening to Blue Squire and High Stepper. We're back out.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you guys standing by and being out there listening and looking out this direction. Well, you and High Stepper, definitely, you got that station dialed in over there. And yeah, I'm just out here loafing. I got all the things going against me right now. My rotor's not working. The antenna's roped off, looking due east. The driver's down. The SWR is high. So I'm in the worst case scenario mode at the moment. They're breaking.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it. You're loud and proud into the shop here, so
officials let me know I'm making it into the shop over there. And you got that mall down too, and yeah, well, you know, when we got when the addiction is like this, when the habit is like this, you know, you got to key down with whatever you got. So even in the mud, I have a whole lot of fun, ain't no doubt. Motormouth Mall working the small ball peen mall, stepping right there. Right now I got down breaker.
Check. Doing a fabulous job. We'll see you, John. Take care.
Yeah, take care. 7-3. Likewise, Motormouth Mall stepping. I got the Watergate rolling too. Even in a loaf mode here, I got the Watergate rolling. We're looking at about the 50-minute mark. So I'll be probably out here for another 10 or 15 minutes max. Then I'm going to get out of here. I got to finish up this cup of coffee, but it won't be long. Motormouth Mall stepping. I got down right there breaking.
What you say about Taco Bell? That sounds like 302. What you say about Taco Bell? Yeah. That could be possible now, though. He's ready up by the border. He probably walk right outside his front door and run into a Chihuahua and to run over the Taco Bell store.
Hey, 302, you're 23 in Detroit, in a bush.
Hey, 23 in Detroit. Let me roll up in there one time and say hello to you, too. Hey, 23 around Detroit, Motormouth Mall, while you're back in the bushes, like you and me, too, I got down. Break.
Motormouth Mall. Hey, Motormouth Mall. Dr. 434 in the mag. Hello, Motormouth Mall. The good doctor in the mag. Looking nigga.
Well, Motormouth Mall. God bless you. God bless you.
Motormouth Mall. Dr. 434, baby.
23 in Detroit. I'll see ya.
Appreciate the bump down in the world of sound. You have a real good day out there and enjoy your hump day to its fullest. Hey, we'll catch you another time, another way. 23 Motormouth Mall looking around Detroit right there right now. I heard the two other stations roll up in there. So I'll sit back and read the mail for a little bit and see what happens out here around my neck of the woods. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast under-modulated beast, dropping a hammer from time to time while I look out there around your neck of the woods. Radio station, Motormouth Mall, with a little bit more audio. Got down right there, breaker.
Hey, Motormouth Mall, Dr. 444, the good doctor in the mag. Hello, Motormouth Mall. The good doctor calling you.
Hey, good doctor in the mag. I heard you up in there, Dr. 454. Hey, the good doctor in the mag. Well, I'm going to wave back at you and see how things are going out around the Magnolia. Hey, 454, the good doctor in the mag. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast out here on the Central Coast of Cali, sometimes called Big Bad Drive. Got down right there, breaker.
You got down to no doubt about it. All right, Motormouth Mall. 444, the good doctor right there. Come on.
444. Did I say 454? I was thinking of Chevy big block. I was thinking about a big block Chevy, 454 cubic inch Chevy. That's 444. AA 444. The good doctor, Motormouth Mall, waving right back at you, break.
44. Did I say 454? I was thinking of Chevy big block. I was thinking about a big block Chevy, 454 cubic inch Chevy.
And you sounded good while she was waving right back. You take care.
I sure appreciate the playback. I do. A444, big old wave your way. You sounded good over here, too. Keep on doing what you're doing out there in the world of sound. 444, radio station, Motormouth Mall, working a small ball peen hammer, one fat watt at a time. I got down, breaker.
And I'll see you when you take care, because I care. Dr. 444, the good doctor's gone.
And you do. too. Take care. 7-3, Dr. 444. The good doctor. Motormouth Mall. The big bad beast got down. Yelling at Motormouth Mall. I hear somebody out there calling. I didn't make it out real good, but I did hear somebody out there calling. Motormouth Mall would have waved right back at you, the breaker. Hey, Mr. Jumping Up and Down, I got you up in there too. It's rough. We don't have the best of conditions, and I got a high SWR, so I can't pump nothing up. Hey, Mr. Jumping Up and Down, Motormouth Mall waving right there, right now, breaker.
Good afternoon, Motormouth Mall. I'm going to see if I can't wave over on the West Coast for a quickie and get back out of here. Motormouth Mall, 335. I'm up.
335, if you wanted to wave around the west side, you're doing a good job doing it too. It ain't no doubt there in the world of sound. Hey, 335, big old wave your way. Hope everything's all well and swell. Enjoy this hump day to its fullest. 335, Motormouth Mall, cruising they got down.
About it. Everything is 25 downtown Detroit.
I see you moved up in frequency. You're cruising, and you're still cruising in grand style. Motormouth Mall 05 Alive is just passing right on through.
Tender 5 Alive, I'm trying to cruise on through with this small low-power station with a SWR situation. Hey, 5 Alive, we got a whole lot of SWR and no fire in the wires, so we're trying to sneak up in there and get in between the cracks. Literally, the breaker, I got down.
Well, you're doing it right by now, I kid you not, man. I think you're doing what you want to do, that's for sure. Take care, have yourself a super hump day. We'll put it on later. Hey, Motormouth Mall 05 Alive is back on the mail.
10-4-10, 5 Alive. Take care. You have a good day out there, and I appreciate you letting me know I'm making the trip over there around your neck of the woods. Hey, 5 Alive, I'm working on the tail end of a cup of coffee, getting myself all ramped up to go get some work done. But, man, I got a kink in my back. I don't know what I did. I must have lifted something or slept wrong or did something wrong. I got a doggone knot right in my shoulder blades. I hate when I got to go find me a tennis ball and go roll around on a tennis ball that breaks me.
I hate when that happens. It might be gas. I hate when it happens more like more, but you stop and think about it. It might be gas. The tempo.
Gas? I don't know about gas. It's up on my shoulder blades. They're breaking.
Gas is around. No telling where it might end up at tempo.
Poor kid. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna find out what it is. That's for doggone sure. I'm sure it's something I can do something about. But man, I tell you right now, it's a pain in the butt. Hell with you. One more time. Motormouth Mall working a small ball peen hammer. Got down right there. Breaker.
Take care once again, Motormouth Mall. 05 Alive is clearing up.
The 5 Alive. Okay, sounds good. Hey, well, I'm glad to hear you roll up in there, and man, you tell you what, you got that radio sounding choice today. I think you might be on the Yaesu today to break. Are you on the Yaesu or on the tram to break?
I'm on the tram. Tram D218 at tempo.
For the tram, okay. Well, you know, whatever you're on always sounds good. Whether you're on the tram or the 7300 or the Yaesu or, you know, all your radios sound real good over here. A5 Alive, Motormouth Mall, working the small ball peen hammer, stepping right there. Break up.
How about it?
I do appreciate it. Definitely do appreciate it, no doubt about it. I hope everything is halfway, maybe three-quarters of the way dialed in anyhow. Hey, Motormouth Mall, me and this trashy tram's clearing off.
I'll tell you what, let me give you a sample. I believe I can give you a sample of what that trashy tram is doing over here. I got a little bit of a playback. Because I even though I'm not running at full tilt, I still got a local gate going. And a water gate up on YouTube, but check this out.
I do appreciate it. Do appreciate it, no doubt about it. I hope everything is halfway, maybe three-quarters of the way dialed in anyhow. Hey, Motormouth Mall, me and this trashy tram's clearing off.
There you go with that trashy tram walking and talking. 5 Alive. Motormouth Mall cruising the small ball peen hammer. One fat undermodulated watt at a time. Breaker.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's getting there, I guess. I hope it's getting there, no doubt about it. Take care, my friend. Motormouth Mall. Be back soon. 5 Alive, Central Park, Alabama. It's reading the mail.
5 Alive. Take care, 7-3. We'll catch you a bit later on. I'm going to get back on the side, read the mail for Scotia. 5 Alive. Always a pleasure with the double measure. Motormouth Mall worker, the small ball peen hammer, stepping right there, right now, break. Mosquito Man, what's going on over there while you got that hammer down there, break?
You got the best Mother Nature. I was just cruising the band and heard you out there, figured I'd wave at you. Good morning time to you, Motormouth Mall, Mosquito Man, Arkansas, getting on down.
But then, I'll tell you what, you smoking over there, Mosquito Man. You got that audio working and walking and talking. Hey, what did Panic Attack ever say about the changing out them coupling caps for you to break?
Yeah. I still ain't took the daggone microphone apart. I'm afraid I won't be able to get it back together. But he said that more than likely there's something they can do to it. But I really need to have the original Quad 6 because on this one, for some reason, he said he can't get into the audio chain as good. So I'm wondering if I need to wait and maybe sell this one and get an original Quad 6 Pro before I send the mic off.
I would use the radio you're talking on now and just put that mic on it. Once you, because you got all kinds of audio on this mic, on this radio here. You got good bass. Everything is all working good. All you got to do is modify the mic. I wouldn't change the radio or do anything different on the radio. Just get the microphone opened up and put that same microphone on this radio here, and then do it wirelessly, and I think you'll be happy to bring it.
Yeah, well, right now I'm not on my Panic Attack radio right now. I'm on the D-Rail. I just took the D-Rail off that 802S, and I'm running it on a little rack gear through the computer. So this ain't the Panic Attack radio. I wish I could put the wireless mic on this, but I don't think it'll work because it's a 4-pin.
It'll work just fine. You figure out which wires are your transmit and receive wires. You know, and if worst comes to worst, if you don't have all the right connections that you want, you just use the microphone, you use the wireless mic to key the relay. You know, you got a switch on there that's going to make a break a connection. That'll key the relay. Then the relay, use the pole of the relay to switch your transmit and receive on the radio. You know, and then your audio and shield come in separate. So you can put that wireless mic on any radio or into your rack gear if you wanted to, and then still control the audio and then use the contact closures off the relay to go directly over to the radio. You may not even need a relay, but yeah, you could do it. Oh, guaranteed. All you got to do is have Panic Attack modify the microphone to get the bottom end in there. And then you'd be good to go. Ain't no doubt about that. Oh, dear, one more time. You guys have them all down. Hey, Mosquito Man, Motormouth Mall cruising. I got down. Breaker.
Motormouth Mall, break.
Go ahead. Ooh, now that's the Yesu.
Yeah, I didn't want to kill Mosquito Man. I wanted to get through with him, but you're right. It's the Yesu. I was having a problem the other day. He said the audio sounded somewhat distorted or buzz or whatever. What's your opinion on audio today? They go ahead.
Man, that sounds good. I like it. I'll tell you what, there. Let me give you a playback of that one time real fast.
You're right. It's the Yesu. I was having a problem the the audio sounded somewhat distorted or buzz or whatever. What's your opinion on audio today? They go ahead.
I think it sounds good. I think I hear a little fan noise in the background, but that's not a big deal. But no, I think that sounds good. You got some good bass up in there, good articulation, good high end. Yeah, I wouldn't. If somebody said it sounds bad, I certainly wouldn't pay any attention to that to break me.
Okay, that's down just the driver right there. I dropped down a little bit. Yeah, I was told that it was, I don't know, something going on with the modulation, so I'm hoping now it's squared away. They go ahead.
Well, I don't know what it was before, but it sounds good now, and definitely, perfect over here. So if anybody's complaining, they might be on a Craco radio, or they might. you gotta quantify and qualify a listener before you take anything of what they say about how you sound, because some people out there, they're listening on the wrong radio, or they got the wrong ears, or the wrong speakers. But right now, this is what I call 10-8. I was told that it was, I don't know, something going on with the modulation, so I'm hoping now it's squared away. They go ahead. Man, I'll tell you what, ain't nothing wrong with that right there. Hey, 5 Alive, that's 10-8 straight.
Works for me. It definitely works for me, no doubt about it. I'm glad to know it as I lower down some. Hello, radio. Yeah, I'm glad to know it's about where it needs to be or where it ought to be, and kind of meets your stamp of approval. That means a lot too, there, Roger.
Right, you're right. Well, if you listen to the Watergate, you'll hear it not even just on the playback. But playback doesn't always do audio justice. The Watergate does, because the Watergate, what comes in the Watergate goes straight out. It doesn't even come out of wire, it comes straight out from the SDR into the computer, straight into the OBS, and right out to the feed. So if you listen to that, you'll really hear it sounding good. But my playback, I think it still does it, gets a pretty accurate description of what it sounds like. And I think it sounds great. So yeah, real good job. And great big hammer, great big audio. And I like what you got going on. So I don't think anybody should be complaining too much. And if they find themselves feeling like they got to complain about your audio, maybe they got to scrutinize their radio to break it.
I appreciate the small time, 10:32, and I think it gives them an idea what's going on, and glad to know we're in the right direction, didn't bag up. I hate bagging up on this cow making in. Take care once again, we'll put it on later. Hey, Mobile Mall, 05 Alive over here in Alabama. I'm just standing right on by.
10-4-10. Beautiful audio. And by the way, on the Watergate, on the YouTube gate, we're at 1 hour and 7 minutes right now. So if you want to go check it out and look at it, you see it at the 1 hour and 7 minute mark. And then also, if I zoom in on the gate over here and see where in the heck did it go? Somewhere in here, you were on the tram. Where was that? Was that right over here, maybe? Let me look. No, it's not here. No, after that. No, come on, what's going on here?
I think you're doing what you want to do, that's for sure. Take care, have yourself a super hump day. We'll put it on later. Hey, Mobile Mall, 05 Alive is back on the mail.
There you go, 5 Alive. So that was the tram, and this one over here is the Control C, Control V. All right, I'll put them back to back. Here comes the ASU and then the tram. Here it comes.
I appreciate the small time, 10:32, and I think it gives them an idea what's going on, and glad to know we're in the right direction, didn't bag up. I hate bagging up on this cow making in. Take care once again, we'll put it on later. Hey, Mobile Mall, 05 Alive over here in Alabama. I'm just that's for sure. Take care. Have yourself a super hump day. We'll put it on later. Hey, Mo, not more. 05 Alive is back on the mail. The rest of didn't bag up. I hate bagging up on this cow making in.
Yeah, I like the Isuzu better. It's heavier. It's got that bottom end in there. I like the Isuzu brake.
Charlie, you like the Isuzu? Yeah, I can kind of understand that. Well, you know, the tram's got the tone control on. I can take some of the trouble out of it, good, but
See what it sounds like on your end.
I really know what I'm working with it.
Panic attack on the same rack gear the derail was on. Hello, brake.
Right, and by the way, for you there, Mosquito Man, you're working a panic attack radio now with the same rack gear that the derail was on. I'm going to go ahead and play that back for you. You'll hear some 5 Alive up in there, and you're going to hear yourself as well. Here it comes.
Like the Isuzu. Yeah, I can kind of understand that. Well, you know, the tram's got the tone control on. I can take some of the trouble out of it, good, but
See what it sounds like on your end.
I really know what I'm working with it.
Panic attack on the same rack gear the derail was on. Hello, brake.
And now, by the way,
I still ain't took the daggone microphone apart. I'm afraid I won't be able to get it back together.
that's the derail radio.
But he said that more than likely there's something they can do to it. But I really need to.
There's the derail radio right now with the rack gear and Control C, and I'll put this at the very tail end of that right there, and Control. Let me go over here. Control V, and then I'll cancel. Okay, I'll put them back to back. Oh, crap. Here goes.
Charlie, you like the Isuzu? Yeah, I can kind of understand that. Well, you know, the tram's got the tone control on. I can take some of the trouble out of it, good, but
See what it sounds like on your end.
I really know what I'm working with it.
Panic attack on the same rack gear the derail was on. Hello, brake. Yeah, I still ain't took the daggone microphone apart. I'm afraid I won't be able to get it back together. But he said that more than likely there's something they can do to it. Attack on the same rack gear the derail was on. Hello, brake.
There you go. Yeah, the derail radio is apparently passing more bottom end, more low frequency energy. They both sound good, but they're definitely different animals. Motor Mouth Mall Cruising, they got down right there break.
410 Motor Mouth Mall. All right. Well, I just wanted to hook the two up and kind of see the difference in between the two, and appreciate the playbacks on that end for sure. I love both of them, man. They're both good sounding radios to me, and it's hard for me to pick which one I want to choose, so I just go back and forth. Take care out there, Motor Mouth Mall, Mosquito Man on this panic attack, and I'm getting on down.
410, and that was you all by yourself on that panic attack too. Yeah, I think they both sound really good. I don't think there's anything that stands out that makes a person cringe or anything like that. You know, it's just when you put them back to back, you can hear a difference. But that's not necessarily a good or a bad difference. It's just a difference. So I think they're both good. It depends on which one you're in the mood for at the time. But that sounds good.
410 Motor Mouth Mall. All right. Well, I just wanted to hook the two up and kind of see the difference in between the two, and appreciate the playbacks on that end for sure. I love both of them, man. They're both good sounding radios to me, and it's hard for me to pick which one I want to choose, so I just go back and forth. Take care out there, Motor Mouth Mall, Mosquito Man on this panic attack, and I'm getting on down. I still ain't took the daggone microphone apart. I'm afraid I won't be able to get it back together. But he said that more than likely there's something they can do to it. But I really need to have the original Quad 6, because on this one, for some reason, he said he can't get into the audio chain as good. So I'm wondering if I need to wait and maybe sell this one and get an original Quad 6 Pro before I send the mic off. Take care out there, Motor Mouth Mall, Mosquito Man on this panic attack, and I'm getting on down.
And there you go. Motor Mouth Mall cruising. I got down right there, breaker.
Appreciate it, Motor Mouth Mall. Yeah. Kind of like I think the panic attack might have a little bit better clarity to it. It's a little bit more
big brother. I'm going to get up at your ear hole. I know them pickers out there probably tired of hearing my voice on the playback. But I sure do appreciate it for sure. Take care out there, Motor Mouth Mall, Mosquito Man, working my little panic attack in this yard. I'll see you in Cleveland.
Yep. I think the panic attack has more articulation and clarity. The derail offers a little bit more grunt and bold or bigness. So, it's a toss-up. It's just a matter of what mood you're in. I don't think anyone is necessarily better than the other. And I didn't have any problem understanding either one over the other. I like them both. So, yeah, I'm a fan of both of them, Break.
I'm just happy that the boys out there are standing by and let me get a little bit of talk time for sure. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, take them easy, take care. I'm about to get up out your ear hole. I turned the mic gain down a little bit. I had a little fan noise trying to get up in there with me. Take it easy, take care. Motor Mouth Mall, I'll see you.
Okay, yeah, no more fan noise now. It sounds good. And, yeah, I think if you had that little Bearcat microphone widened up, put the bigger coupling capacitors in the Bearcat microphone and then put it into the derail radio, even into the rack gear and into the derail radio, I think it would sound really, really good. And all you got to do is just take the audio lead, and run it through the relay and run it into the rack gear. And then you could walk around the house with the wideband high-fidelity audio to break big, bassy wideband high-fidelity audio. I think the rack gear helps out the panic attack radio quite a bit. The panic attack doesn't have a lot of bottom end, so you're forcing a little bit through there. And so, of course, you'll never sound quite as fat with the wireless mic on the panic attack radio, but I think that wireless mic with the capacitor mod into the derail rack, into the rack gear that's driving the derail would sound awesome. Not that the panic attack doesn't. I'm just saying, I think you got to try out that you got to make that change on the bandwidth and then put that into the derail radio and see what happens.
I don't know how low it'll go. I just turned the high cut or the high pass off on the low side and might have added a little bit more grunt to the bottom. I'm sitting here looking at my graph right now, and it doesn't look like it's wanting to get much below about 80.
Well, I'm glad to hear you.
Pass off, and that's with it back on right there, so I don't know how much it's helping me out or if it's hurting me, but at any rate, that's back on fail, which should be passing a little bit more, and then I'll go back to the high pass off, and at any rate, I don't know how much low is this little radio pass or break.
No, it's not passing enough audio down low at all. I mean, it's passing enough to sound clear and clean and good, but it's not passing enough audio down low to have any grunt. It's nice to be able to have the radio pass more than you need and then control what's going into it. So right now at this point, the radio needs to pass a little bit more bottom end to get the grunt that you're looking for. It doesn't need to pass any more bottom end to sound good. It sounds great. But to get the bottom end that you're looking for, it needs to pass a little bit more. You can't force any more into it and get any more out of it. They're breaking.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, I got a 29 that I had a AR-124 do up for me. It's a direct inject, and at any rate, I was trying to put a variable dead key and accidentally burned up the final. So at any rate, I got to take it down there to 454 and have him finish the dead key and put me a new final in it. And I'll be able to play with some direct inject. I've only played on it for maybe 10 minutes, and I think it sounds, obviously I got money in all of it. And, I'm a customer. I can say what I want. But I think the 29 direct inject sounds better than both of them there at 10-4.
Sure, it may very well. I'm a proponent of the 29 only because that's I use them over here. I like the 29LX and the final and drivers close enough on all of them, but I like them because I don't use any of the audio in the radio. I just and like you, if you're doing direct injection, it's the same thing. So I think there's a lot of potential there. But that's just me. You can do the same thing with every radio. But once you start going through the radio and the mic jack, you got a lot more stuff to play with. And I know that it can be made wider. You know, if the coupling caps were made bigger, it would pass more lower frequency energy. But anyway, no, I think they all sound good. They're all perfect. And like you say, the Panic Attack is clearer and cleaner. But there's a lot of the hams. I don't want to go anything against what Panic Attack is doing, because I don't mean to do that in any way, shape, or form. But a lot of the hams, a lot of people say, you need the mid-range energy and the talk power to get to a pileup. But if everyone's in the same bandwidth and wheelhouse, you need to be somewhere outside of the wheelhouse. And you really can't do it higher in frequency, because our channels are only so wide apart, and people's IF stage and audio filtering is going to filter out a lot of that. But there's a lot of radios that will still pass lower frequency ranges. And if you get your audio set up right to where the balance is right, and the highs and the lows complement each other, the articulation and intelligibility that gets to a pileup with wider audio, having more emphasis on the bottom end, actually is greater, even though that's not what they say. The reality is that they're breaking.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, man. I heard one of his version 1 quad 6s, and it sounded freaking absolutely amazing. He said
when you separate all those frequencies and make finer definition, you'll get a better audio.
Newer radios, they're more computer controlled than anything, but I heard his version 1 quad 6, it sounded absolutely fantastic. So him and D-Rail both do a good job. I think it's more a personal preference, what you're looking for. If you're looking more for like a low bassy,
and brother 3 Watt, I'd love to be able to holler at you today.
It's a little cleaner, a little less bass, but a little bit more articulate. And then like a 29 directed jack, if you don't know what you're doing, that's your dog turd. So you all, I ran out down.
What you doing out there in that mobile?
But you got like a directed jack 29 or a modulator, and then you have a lot more control over your audio.
Well, that's true, and the more control over your audio you have, the more control over you have making it sound good or bad. I mean, you can really mess it up, whereas on a narrower banded radio, you have less opportunity to mess it up. and I've heard some Panic Attack radios, a lot of Panic Attack radios. Look at 427, for example, on the Big Island of Hawaii. Steve. Man, oh man, talk about some oddity. I would say that on a comparison level, as far as bass and all that, I think passes as much bass as my radio does. And it's not just his voice, it's obviously the radio being able to pass it. So I think Panic Attack will be able to do whatever level of bandwidth passing you want. But you have to be prepared that if it can go down too deep, and if it can pass too much, you can easily get into a problem with adjustment. But if you understand what you're doing, then of course that gives you that much more flexibility. So it's all good. So yeah, I don't think you can say generally that a Panic Attack radio is this, that, or the other. It's whatever he wants to make it, or whatever he's asked to do it. In other words, if you ask Panic Attack to go the extra, bottom end frequency range, he'll do it. And if you want extended bandwidth for general clarity with a stock mic or with any microphone, doesn't matter, he'll do that too. So he's got the capability, and not that D-Rail doesn't. D-Rail can do all of it too. They both do a great job. You can't really say that one is better than the other, but in your case, your two radios, the Panic Attack definitely has more articulation, and the D-Rail has more weight. So you have a combination of the two different things. And by the way, you got to hear Quincy Jones up in there. Quincy rolled up in there with his audio, and he put a couple keys down there while you were on the hammer. Check this out one time.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, man. I heard one of his version 1 quad 6s, and it sounded freaking absolutely amazing. He said when you separate all those frequencies and make finer definition, you'll get a better audio. Their radios, they're more computer controlled than anything, so, but I heard his version 1 quad 6, it sounded absolutely fantastic. So him and D-Rail both do a good job. I think it's more a personal preference, what you're looking for. If you're looking more for like a low bassy, and Brother 3 Watt, I'd love to be able to holler at you today. It's a little cleaner, a little less bass, but a little bit more articulate. And then like a 29 directed jack, if you don't know what you're doing, your dog's hurt, so. I read it, yeah. What you doing out there in that mobile? But you got running like a directed jack 29 or a modulator, and then you have a lot more control over your audio.
And sometimes more control is worse. Anyway, there you go. Hey, Mosquito Man, I don't know if you heard that or not, but I tried to get that back to you. And Quincy Jones was up in there with some smooth sounding audio too. Motor Mouth Mall working the small ball peen hammer, stepping right there, right now, breaking.
One of these days I'll be able to hold them all down like you. Hey, Motormouth Mall. One of these days I'll be able to hold them all down like you. Tell little Quincy Jones I say good morning time to him. I'm going to get up at y'all's ear hole. I've been out here too long, busting my lips. Take care, Motormouth Mall, Mosquito Man. Back on the mail, I'll see ya.
410, I'll tell Quincy Jones you said hello right back. And yeah, you got them all down. You can hold that hammer down till the cows come home. I've seen you do a little bit of that from time to time. And Quincy Jones, Mosquito Man said, let's see here, he said,
one of these days I'll be able to hold them all down like you. Hey, Motormouth Mall, one of these days I'll be able to hold them all down like you. Tell little Quincy Jones I'll say good morning time to him. I'm going to get up at y'all's ear hole. I've been out here too long, busting my lips. Take care, Motormouth Mall, Mosquito Man. Back on the mail, I'll see ya.
And there you go, Mosquito Man. That was you, Quincy. I hope you got that. Motormouth Mall walked on through. I got down, break.
I'm in the clear.
Hey, Quincy, you may not have heard that. Hello, Quincy Jones. While you out there in the clear with all that audio, Motormouth Mall waving right back at you, breaking me.
Hey, 410. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your family. Hey, Motor, I heard the conditions are up and down, in and out. But, yeah. I didn't know I was interfering with anybody. So let me step right to the side. We're going to get up and get on. Nothing but audio, and that's the way we like it. Motor, your Jones got down.
No interference whatsoever. You're doing a good job. Hey, Quincy, always good to hear you roll up in there. And Mosquito Man was just waving at you over there. And by the way, check this out one time.
Hey, 410. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate your family. Hey, Motor, I heard the conditions are up and down, in and out. But, yeah. I didn't know I was interfering with anybody. So let me step right to the side. We're going to get up and get on. Nothing but audio, and that's the way we like it. Motor, your Jones got down.
And there you go. Quincy Jones, all that audio, smooth audio. Motormouth Mall cruising. I got down right there, breaker.
Hey, 410.
Good idea, Motormouth Mall. Motormouth Mall, 151 Alabama. Motormouth Mall, Mr. 151 in Birmingham.
Got real stuff together. I appreciate you helping the info because I use that, that's for sure. And I got to give thanks to a couple of other guys who helped me along the way. So that's just the way it is, man. That's the way it should be. One for all and all for one. Hey, Motor, your friend in Louisville, once again. And tell Phil, we said, hey, what's up? The Jones, Louisville, Kentucky, Studio A. Guess what? I'm in my spot.
And you're up in my spot. You're up in my Richter scale on this radio. I guarantee. Tell you, 151. I got to say hello to you too around Alabama and Quincy Jones. I appreciate you bumping it down in the world of sound. You got that thing sounding superb, and I appreciate you appreciating some of the video gates. You use them as a helpful tuning tool out there, and that's what they're intended to be. Ain't no doubt about that. And have a great day out there. We'll catch you a little bit later on. Well, you work in Studio A. I'm out here in Studio 3B, out here on a sprawling broadcast facility. Quincy Jones, Motor Mouth Mall, working a small ball peen hammer, waving and stepping, and 151 over there in Alabama. Big ol' wave your way. Motor Mouth Mall, stepping back wide to the side. I got down right there, breaking.
Yeah, 14 on that Motor Mouth Mall. You sound real, my friend, as always. Just heard you out there. Just want to wait for it. Get back up out your way. Mr. 107, New Orleans, brother.
151, I sure appreciate that. 107 New Orleans, big ol' wave to you as well. A Motor Mouth Mall, stepping one fat watt at a time. I got down, break.
Hey, Motor Mouth Mall. I'm gonna bump this driver down one more.
If you would, tell my friend 107 that he said one time.
Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you.
Hey, Motor.
151 spoke.
107.
410 151, 410 107, and 410 Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones, you wanted me to tell 107. You said hello out there. That big old friendly wave to him. 107, I hope you got that. And 151, big old wave to you. Enjoy the weekend coming up around the bend. It'll be here before you know it. It's hump day, and it's all downhill from here. Quincy Jones, Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast beast, trying to get up in there one more time. And I hope you heard me roll that 5 and keep it all the way alive. Motor Mouth Mall with his undermodulated Cobra 29LX. Got down, breaker.
Plans over.
As we work, Studio A. Motor. Double tap it 2 times. The Jones 73s. I'm back up.
Jones, take care while you work in Studio A and sounding superb. Just like you, I give you an A+. Hey, you working at Studio A in A+ mode. Quincy Jones, Motor Mouth Mall, stepping them out the way. Break.
Let me slow roll this driver back down. Let me get this driver back out the middle of the road and wait for my turn. Mr. 107, cruising this great big driver in the low side. Got down.
107, you cruising that great big driver on the low side. Hey, it's working for you. 107, take care of blessings and good graces. Motor Mouth Mall, working the small mall, stepping break.
Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, Grease, Monkey Mobile. Motor Mouth Mall, Grease, Monkey Mobile, waiting on my.
Hey, Grease Monkey, while you're out there in the Mobile, I hear you, I do. Hey, Grease Monkey in the Mobile, big old wave. I hope everything is all well and swell around your stack of bricks. Grease Monkey, break. Have a real good day out there, mobile safely out there while you're doing your thing out there in the world of sound. Grease Monkey, Motor Mouth Mall, cruising to Small Ball Peen Mall. Right here, right now, break.
Hello, Papa Charlie. Hey, hello, Papa Charlie, around Honolulu. Hello, Papa Charlie, Mr. 107, New Orleans, breaker.
out here. Hey, what's going over there around Florida? Big old wave your way. Motormouth Mall with the wave. Your West Coast Beast dropping hammer. And hello, 716 in the Buckeye. I'm going to get out of here. I got to go 10-7. I got some things I got to go do. So I'll say 73s for the time being. The gate is going to stop. And off to work I go. Bye, 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 bye. I just saw a real good meme over here on Facebook. It says, and it was from Jason. He says, careful following the masses. Sometimes the M is silent. Motormouth Mall cruising. They got down right there, break.
Motormouth Mall, 210 Kentucky waving.
210 Kentucky, big old wave right back at you there, break.
How about that Motormouth Mall?
516 New York. Good morning.
I hear somebody calling 516 New York. It might be time to get out of here for sure. I need Mother Nature dipping and dabbling and flipping and flopping. Y'all take care. Have a good day. Motormouth Mall stepping. Off to work I go. I've been out here for an hour and 36 minutes. It's kind of a long time for me in the morning. Let me give my knees some of the breeze. I'm out.
Motormouth Mall. California bootlegger pickup truck.
And a bootlegger pickup truck, a big old wave out there around your neck of the woods too. A bootlegger pickup truck, a Motormouth Mall with a wave. Break out, enjoy the rest of the week. It's coming up, the weekend's coming up real quick. And it's all downhill from here on out. Hello to your bootlegger, Motormouth Mall, step and break.
I wonder if bootlegger would mind the mosquito in his truck. Hey,
man, a bootlegger, mosquito wants to know if you would mind if a mosquito was buzzing around in your truck. Hey, bootlegger, would you mind if a mosquito was buzzing around in your truck there, break?
How about they got there in Florida?
Waving right back there, break. Man, I hear you up there around Indiana too. Well, you got that hammer down to break.
Yeah, what he said.
Hey, no get back on that if bootlegger would like a mosquito in his truck or not. Hey,
I didn't know. I never heard to get back on that. Hey, mosquito, I never heard to get back on that. All right, catch you later on. I got to get to work. I got to get out of here. Hey, mosquito, have a good day. Motormouth Mall stepping. I'm going to stop this gate too, and we'll say 73. We'll catch you a little bit later on. Break.
All right, Motormouth Mall, take them easy. Take care. Good hearing you out there on the man, my friend. Yeah, Motormouth Mall, mosquito man. On my panic attack. I'll see you. Click, click.
410. Click. I'll see you. 73. I'm out. Bye.